Hello, I'm Max. Here at our news platform, we've harnessed AI technology to gather and present today's headlines. But bear in mind, there might be occasional inaccuracies. Former President Donald Trump has ramped up his campaign efforts in Mosinee, Wisconsin, announcing bold measures aimed at electoral misconduct. In a speech ahead of his upcoming debate with Vice President Kamala Harris, Trump promised to imprison future offenders of electoral malfeasance. He proposed the formation of a government efficiency commission led by Elon Musk to evaluate federal government operations. In Wisconsin, his discourse reiterated familiar grievances and his mission to drain the swamp should he return to office. In contrast, Vice President Kamala Harris paused her debate prep to connect with local businesses, promoting a unity-focused campaign with support from Republicans like Dick Cheney. Both political figures are concentrating on Wisconsin, a crucial battleground state, with Democrats focusing on urban areas and Republicans consolidating rural support. In Venezuela, turmoil ensues following President Nicolás Maduro's hotly contested re-election. International human rights organizations are condemning the government's severe crackdowns post-election, citing reports that security forces and pro-government groups killed 23 protesters. Human Rights Watch revealed that the tumult is deepening amid mass detentions and abusive practices. The disputed election has prompted criticism from global entities, including the US and EU, which are withholding recognition of the results pending further clarity. Moving to Mexico, President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's judicial reforms are stirring significant debate. Although they have passed the initial legislative stage, these reforms, which advocate the election of federal judges by the public and limit judiciary powers, are raising concerns about judicial independence. The proposal now faces challenges in the Senate, despite intense protests from the judiciary and rulings from the Supreme Court expressing dissent. In Brazil, former President Jair Bolsonaro spearheaded a considerable demonstration in São Paulo against the social media ban on the platform X and criticized Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes. Bolsonaro accused de Moraes of fueling national discord amidst debates on free speech and electoral fraud. The protest coincided with Brazil's Independence Day, spotlighting Bolsonaro's tensions with the judiciary following his political ban. Returning to Venezuela, opposition leader Edmundo González fled to Spain amid growing unrest post-elections, where allegations of fraud and democratic malpractice were widespread. Claiming to have rightfully won the presidency, González sought asylum after facing arrest threats from Maduro's government. On his arrival in Spain, González pledged to continue his advocacy for democratic reform, representing hope against the backdrop of Venezuela's political strife. Despite Maduro's claims of election victory, the international community remains skeptical, urging transparency and democratic processes. Spain has become a safe haven for Venezuelan dissidents amidst the country's economic woes and political suppression under Maduro's regime. These dramatic developments illuminate the ongoing political battles across nations like Venezuela, with figures such as Mara Corina Machado facing heightened risks but continuing to voice for democratic resolutions. The world watches keenly as calls persist for peace and democracy in volatile regions. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in and stay informed.